Being an empath is a curse. Just kidding. But I do see people say this over and over again in comments on social media. And it's sad in one respect because my heart goes out to those folks who still feel that way, who still feel that being an empath makes them the victim. But also, if you feel bad, do something about it. The internet is everywhere. There is access to all kinds of information, all kinds of free information and free content that can help them regain their power and figure out how to use it to support themselves. So I encourage them to seek the information. There's plenty of information out there. Make sure you find what resonates with you and what pulls you up, not pulls you down. Okay, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. In this video, I want to share 4 ways to be an emotionally healthy empath, and the last one is my favorite, so stay for that. Also, I just did a video about improving physical health as an empath, so if you missed that, I'll link it below. In this video, it's all about supporting the way that you feel, so let's dive in. But first, if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, especially if you're an empath and you're interested in elevating your mind, body, and spirit, and feel good while doing it, I would appreciate that. The first pointer on being an emotionally healthy empath is to practice self-compassion. I know this sounds so basic, but compassion is something that empaths give to everybody else, literally everybody, except themselves. I see it with my clients all the time. They will easily forgive others for minor things that they do, but it's like pulling teeth to get them to forgive themselves. It is not selfish to prioritize your feelings over others, okay? It is not selfish to prioritize your feelings over others. Treat yourself with the same kindness that you extend to others. Care for yourself the way that you would others. This means giving yourself the benefit of the doubt sometimes. This means allowing yourself to mess up. This means not having all the answers. This means loving yourself through the ups and downs of feeling good and feeling bad. Second pointer on being an emotionally healthy empath is to practice emotional regulation. And this topic is huge. Because of your sensitive nature, it really benefits you to have a toolbox of techniques to manage overwhelming emotions. Whether you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or you have a bad day at work, you're stressed about a project, your kids are too loud, someone says something shitty to trigger you, whatever happens, it's empowering to know that you have tools to regulate yourself. Some of these options include different breathing techniques like the 5-5-5 breath. The 4-7-8 breath is one that I share a lot with my acupuncture patients. Breath of fire is another one that I think is perfect for stronger emotions like anger. There are things like progressive muscle relaxation and use guided imagery. There's EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping. That's a great option too. All of these things down-regulate your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight response in the body. So as your physiology shifts, your emotions shift too. So be curious about yourself. Experiment with different techniques to see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. I actually did a masterclass on this, so I'll link that below if you think that's something that you need. Third pointer on being an emotionally healthy empath is to make sure you have some sort of creative outlet. Instead of holding all of your emotions inside or unleashing them on your bestie unexpectedly, you can channel and express your emotions in a way that is beneficial to you and that hurts none. You can find a release in creating art, creating music, writing, crocheting, sewing, whatever floats your boat in a healthy and productive way. Fourth and final pointer on being an emotionally healthy empath, this is also my favorite, is to do regular energy cleansing. Knowing several ways to energetically cleanse and protect your energy is like Empath 101. It is the basics and it is a non-negotiable for me. So however you do it, smudging with sage, smudging with Palo Santo, using a white bubble of light, using crystals, doing visualization exercises, whatever it is, find what works best for you. I actually did a video called 4 Practices to Stop Feeling Drained. If you don't know any of those practices that I just mentioned and want to start incorporating those into your everyday, check it out. And we all have our days when we are in our human and we are angry or upset or sad, and we all have our days where we feel amazing and divinely connected. Both are great. Feeling our emotions is part of our journey. It's part of our experience and how we learn, but they get to be an indicator of where our vibration is, not a definition of who we are. So use these pointers to help support your emotional and energetic health and well-being. If you're an empath and wanting to turn your sensitivity into a superpower to make it work for you, please subscribe to my channel. And again, you might want to check out my Empowered Empath course below. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you in the next video.